We've got some news today, and there'll probably be a video coming later on once officially the retirement's gone through. Thomas Plekanec, won't have to say it for much longer apparently because the Canadiens have agreed to mutually terminate the contract with him. He's played 3 games this year. He's had 1 goal. Of course, he played his 1,000th game. He falls short of playing his 1,000 games as a Montreal Canadian, but he's still towards the top of all-time players on the Montreal Canadiens games played list. And so, congratulations to him on a 1,000 game career, 1,001 technically. And he's retiring. He wants to retire a Canadian. So at 36 years of age, he's saying, yeah, I'm probably done. And that's the end of it for him. So, it's a rough end, but this is kind of the way things work. At some point, you go, yeah, I don't think I've got it. And the team goes, yeah, we're going to be sitting you out for a while. And he has to decide whether or not he wants to just be a healthy scratch or just go home kind of thing. So he's deciding to retire as a Canadian, which he should. And it is kind of a shame that he went to Toronto for that short period last year, because then he would have had 1,001 games played as a Montreal Canadian. But anyway, that's just semantics. 61 NHL players, top NHL players, were polled on who the most underrated player in the league is. And who got the most votes? Barkov. Alexander Barkov got 10 votes. And it's funny because people always ask me, they go, don't you think Barkov's underrated? And I'm thinking, well, we all talk about him as underrated. So if we all agree he's underrated, is he really underrated? Because we're all agreeing how great he is. Second place was Backstrom of Washington with 8 votes. And Wheeler had 3. And then there were, I think they said 27 had 2 votes, or 13 had 2 votes or something, and 27 had 1 vote. It was a lot of split from there. So it's not like there was consensus Barkov was first, but 10 players saying that he's the most underrated. That's a lot. Tuukka Rask is taking a personal leave of absence for the next few days from Boston. There's been no word on what's going on. Whatever's going on with him, my thoughts are with him. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully it's nothing really bad. And of course, that the Bruins are respecting his privacy and not making public what's going on. These things usually end up having a way of leaking out, sadly, but they do. So hopefully everything's okay with him. And they've finally revealed that Charlie McAvoy's got a concussion and there's no timetable for his return, which is frustrating for Bruins fans because McAvoy is a fantastic defenseman, and we don't need a fantastic defenseman getting hurt with concussions because we don't have a ton of depth when it comes to a guy who could do what McAvoy does, which is kind of everything. McAvoy can score, he can play defense, he's good on both sides of the special teams, he's fantastic. So hopefully he's not out that much longer. The Uber driver was fired. So for people who are like, he should lose his job, you're right, he got fired. And he says he regrets posting the video, and now he's worried about what it's going to do to his kids. He has 6 children, and he's worried about what him having done this, is going to do to his kids. The only problem I have with it is he says when he uploaded it to YouTube that he was intoxicated at the time. I've been uploading videos for 2+ years. If I'm so drunk that I'm angry drunk, I really don't think I would be able to upload a video. Not with a title and not with any kind of certainty. And he also said, and then he points out, he just wanted to post this video because there were 7 of them in the car and the insurance wouldn't have covered if there'd been an accident with 7 of them in the car. It's not why he posted the video. And he wanted to show other drivers how spoiled millionaire hockey players act, or sports stars act. So he says it's the worst decision he's made in his life, and then at the same time, he says, yeah, but. So he's sorry. It's sort of a sorry, not sorry, right? And so I want to feel bad for the guy, but you can't turn around and say, well, I wanted to show what jerks millionaire athletes are. Really? Because you didn't. Those of us who've seen the footage have said, yeah, some of the stuff they said was probably not smart to say in public, but, they didn't know that you're recording. And he says he did not have a notice on the car that he's recording. It is allowed in Arizona to record in your car. What he did was perfectly legal. However, when he uploaded it, he was contacted by YouTube when his video was at around 100 views to take it down. So was the takedown notice from YouTube? Was the takedown notice from Uber? Or was the takedown notice from the Ottawa Senators? Or was it from the National Hockey League itself? That's the one thing that the article didn't point out. That's where it would get interesting. But anyways, that's probably gonna go on for a while longer. I'm waiting for at some point he'll want to get his picture taken with the guys, and they'll all laugh it off and give him a free hockey stick or something that he'll sell on eBay. Anyways, yeah. So hopefully that we're near the end of that story. Antti Niemi's starting against Vegas in the next game for Montreal, and Claude Julien, being Claude Julien and all, says that he's giving Price the game off because he wants him to regain his focus and confidence. Carey Price is a goaltender that needs to play, and if his focus and his confidence are down, honestly, I would have him kind of play through it. Now Niemi's been good, and Niemi has a good record, but I don't know how sitting him on the bench is going to make Price more confident and focused. I don't. And so this kind of proves that, yeah, there's a problem with Carey Price. There's a problem in Montreal, and we can't really ignore it because it's a thing. It's going on. And now Niemi's actually getting starts that probably would have gone to Carey if he was playing well. So we'll see where this goes from here for Montreal. Radulov and Klingberg are on the IR for Dallas, or as I would write it on the board as a Dallas fan, just a series of A's with an exclamation mark at the end. Radulov's been out for a while. Now he's officially on the IR, and Klingberg, of course, is out for 3 weeks. Those are two of the better offensive players on a team that doesn't have a whole lot of offensive depth. So those two things don't go together very well if you're a Dallas fan. And finally, Eddie Lack clears waivers for the New Jersey Devils. Not news, really, other than the fact that Eddie Lack is a very popular player. People genuinely like Lack quite a bit. It's just that with his contract, it's easy to get him through waivers. And for New Jersey, it means that they still have that third goalie option if they choose to use it. I think the fact that Lack didn't play at all while Schneider was out says a lot about where New Jersey feels Lack is, and that's too bad. Kincaid played every minute until Schneider came back. So I'm not going to say Lack's career in the NHL is necessarily completely over, but it has to be to the point now where he has to at least be thinking about going back to Europe and playing there because he'd play, right? Anyways, there you go. News and notes for the day. Not always the happiest news of the day, but it gets reported. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through each tab upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.